Hi, I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community. I've been a trader and technical analyst for the last 8.5 years. Today, I'm going to bring you a recap of today's market action on Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. It was Apple, 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 and more Apple. Just kidding. It was GameStop too and Microsoft. But we'll look at a few other names as well, starting with the heat map. So on the heat map, we actually had a healthy dose of red all the way around, but it was the right names that were green. Apple, Google, Microsoft, AVGO, the right names were green, holding up the market. And I know Nvidia was like, phew, thank you for finally taking the burden off my shoulders, because Nvidia has been carrying the market for a while now. So tomorrow we have some very important data. We have the CPI. Okay, stop it. We have, just trust me, we have CPI and FOMC tomorrow. The investing calendar just puts up all those ads. But CPI tomorrow morning at 8:30, and we have FOMC interest rate decision at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you want to give me a follow on X at ChartGalLori, that would be lovely. All right, let's take a look at the charts, and let's start with the indices. So ES got a new all-time high. I mean, it eked out a new all-time high by $1. We broke the mother bar by 75 cents, not even $1. That is not a new all-time high. It is technically, but bulls want to see more convincing bull break. Now, NASDAQ had a convincing bull break because it had Apple and Microsoft on its team. And XLF was pretty heavy today, and that weighed on SPY and ES. So on RTY, we had a double bottom. We had a beautiful double bottom, actually. We had a daily tweezer bottom, which are my favorites, long lower wicks of bulls buying the dip, and they were within 20 cents of each other as bulls were scouting a weekly higher low. So Russell had a nice recovery, still closed red, but nice recovery. So then we have the Dow with its second weekly inside bar in a weekly equilibrium. And the Dow has a lot of financial names and industrial names, which are struggling today. We do have an hourly uptrend, but overall, a daily lower high has likely been set here at the rejection of the daily 50 MA. I'm just watching GameStop go up out of the corner of my eye. GameStop is continuing in after hours after news that they have finished their offering. We have VIX that had a 4-hour higher high today. It broke through that 1328. We hit 1347 and we quickly rejected. So now we're neatly inside this 4-hour EQ as some folks decided to hedge against the CPI and FOMC tomorrow. I'm actually going to hide my face because I see that I'm covering up some of the data points I wanted to look at. Yeah, 1347 was the high of the day. All right, Bitcoin had a pretty big dump overnight. We had a decent recovery. We're still looking for a 4-hour lower high, and this could be likely due to folks de-risking ahead of CPI and FOMC, one of the riskier asset classes, which is crypto, and Ethereum suffered a little more than Bitcoin. Coin had a nice recovery today. It moved up to a new high of day despite the morning dump, so coin bulls are pleased with that. On the daily, we are looking for that higher low at the 26 EMA. The dollar, we have this broadening formation that I've been covering in the pregame show and my live streams. If you have missed the pregame show or don't know what I'm talking about, you can look at my Twitter, and I post a link for the pregame show on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. at ChartGalLori. All right, so we did double top with this level from the daily chart from May 14th. We double top with that level. We'll see if this broadening formation actually falls apart tomorrow. And a broadening formation is you get these higher highs without follow through, lower low without follow through. Now, is this another higher high without follow through? It remains to be seen, likely impacted by CPI tomorrow. So gold, we have a potential daily bear flag. It still needs to be confirmed by the bears, but the bulls cannot be too pleased with this type of higher high without follow through. So daily bear flag pending tomorrow for gold. Oil, we just got a spike on the API estimates. We do have a double top on the daily, now at 78.36, 78.29 here at the daily 200 simple moving average. And we do have oil inventory tomorrow. So I want to short oil, but I want to get through the inventory numbers tomorrow. Okay, so we close with a daily inside bar on Nvidia. So Nvidia didn't help the cause today of the bulls, but I wouldn't say that it hurt the cause either. It just stayed neatly inside yesterday's range, which is a large range post the first post-split day. So Nvidia is giving us some nice range. Then we're going to move on to Apple. Let's just have Apple take a bow. That is a beautiful, I will take a bow on behalf of Apple. So now we just have psychological resistances left. So you can keep Apple on your radar tomorrow for a potential back burner trade. We have Amazon that had a beautiful 30-minute double bottom that I pointed out earlier today. I think it was right at 10:50, this 30-minute double bottom, and it played out beautifully. Nice recovery into the end of day. Will Amazon get a weekly lower high, or will it manage a weekly higher high? Likely dependent on CPI reaction. Microsoft did not get a new all-time high today, but it really had some pep in its step. There was some type of news in this area that Microsoft has found a way to capitalize or monetize artificial intelligence, so it had a big spike on that. So Microsoft and Apple, I would keep on back burner watch for tomorrow. And then Netflix, we do have, let's see if I can put my face back in there, a weekly bull flag on Netflix. It still looks healthy. It's a daily equilibrium. So Netflix, we'll see if the CPI will likely break this up or down. I know that wasn't very helpful, but again, the weekly bull flag has me leaning more toward the bulls, but the FOMC interest rate decision will also have a lot to do with that. So we have Tesla with a weekly double bottom at 167.75, 167.41. It broke it by 34 cents. So these bears have just been having their way with this chart. So I wouldn't say it's a lost cause for the bulls just yet. And we do have investor meeting on Thursday to discuss Elon's compensation and other matters. So that will also have a lot to do with how this resolves. Cannabis was in the shadows today, definitely not on the forefront. XLF broke this quintuple bottom of $41, $41, $41, $41. We broke bear. We broke 40.70 by a nickel, 40.65, and then we reversed it, but we're still below the daily 50 MA. This is some more meaningful consolidation coming into the banking sector. We have healthcare with a 2-hour potential head and shoulders as we close today. So we'll see if healthcare gets some meaningful consolidation. 147.16. Yeah, we have a weekly double top on healthcare. I wouldn't say that was a meaningful bull break. And then GameStop, I've been calling it Game Go. Instead of GameStop, it's been Game Go. So it has been running pretty hard. We had a tweet from the Kitty Man, and we had some news that Ryan Cohen, his case was dismissed for a pump and dump or something like that. So, and then after hours, they had the news that their offering is complete and the bulls are squeezing. And we have no halts in after hours, so it's easier to move price around. So remember that. AMC had a laggard move to GameStop, and I just want to remind y'all that sometimes our correlations that we use for trades, either direct correlations, 1-for-1, or inverse correlations, sometimes they can change, and we need to be quick to note when they change. Typically, if GameStop is going up and then quickly reverses, you can go take AMC for a laggard short move. That's how it's been working the last couple weeks. Well, this morning, if you took AMC short early on when game reversed, it would have gone back on you. So it's important to notice when things diverge and the correlations stop working. And then finally, we had GM, General Motors, announced a $6 billion buyback of stock early on this morning. They had a big a big move yesterday and breakout. So this buyback helps for some continuation. So tomorrow, I'd be watching Apple, Microsoft, and GM for potential back burner trades. And that's it for the market recap for June 11th. Thank you for joining me.